What is up? This is your LA in a minute, and I'm here in the Santa Susanna Pass, which is geographically about the end of Los Angeles County, but historically, it's the beginning. I'm talking before the Native Americans to the time of the dinosaurs. And my goodness, is it beautiful. But the stories behind the Santa Susanna Pass are so important, and they're part of the reason why Los Angeles became, well, Los Angeles. I'm talking about the Santa Susanna Pass. Let's get into it. The first wheeled vehicle ever to cross through what would become the Santa Susanna Pass did so in September of 1861, a year after workers began blasting and carving a stagecoach road out of the ancient mountainside. The original road, known as the Old Susanna Stage Road, served as the main commercial overland route between Los Angeles and San Francisco from 1861 to 1875. But for thousands of years prior to that, it followed a Native American footpath that was an important juncture between the Native American Tongva Fernandino, Chumash Venturano, and Tataviam Fernandino tribal lands. And by the way, these are actual cave paintings that are discovered in the Santa Susanna Mountains from the Fernandino Tataviam people discovered in the 70s. And they're one of the last few physical links to the ancient history of the Native people. That's amazing. And the history of the rocks themselves goes back even further. We're talking 75 million years to when this area was the bottom of an ocean. That's right, those beautiful boulders, which are part of a 6,000 foot thick sandstone deposit, actually formed at the bottom of the ocean at the time of the dinosaurs. Wow. I mean, just look at that. And realizing that that was the bottom of the ocean at one point. But back to the pass itself, which again was an important communication and transportation route. This was precipitous. This was no easy wagoning, right? There was actually a point that was so steep, it was known as Devil's Slide. And as dangerous as the road itself was, holdups along the road were common. The narrow and isolated path made travelers easy prey, so bandits lined the mountainside. Perhaps none more famous than Juan Flores, who was actually captured there, but is something of a folk hero in the mold of Jesse James as he fought against vigilantes in early Los Angeles. In 1904, railroad workers carved a 1.5 mile long tunnel, the longest in California to that point, and completely changed the Santa Susanna Pass. The end of railroading essentially ended the days of stagecoaching through the pass. And further evolution of the pass came in 1968 when the Simi Valley Freeway was completed. It now hosts 36 million vehicle trips per day. So it's hard to imagine that these rocks were actually part of an ocean that was right here in what is now the Santa Susanna Pass. But it's easy to envision how important this Santa Susanna Pass was for transport yesterday and still is today. All right, LA, it's been a minute.